everyone. So if you've been watching my videos for a while now, you may or may not have heard me talk about how I have thin hair and how it's terrible. And I know it looks all big and thick and beautiful, but it's really not. It's this thin, that's all of it. Throughout my life, I guess, since I've been doing my hair, I've been picking up tips and tricks on how to survive having thin hair. And it's not easy. It's not. It's painful. I know thick hair is probably painful too, but you can thin your hair. You can't add hair to yours unless you get extensions. Just saying, so stop complaining. So I thought that I would share with you some of my tips and tricks, and a lot of them I think are well known, and I think maybe one or two you might be able to pick up on. I've actually been making a list for 3 weeks now because I want to make sure I get everything, and I've actually lost a few of my list, remade a few more lists, so I probably am missing something. But I'm just going to tell you all the ones that I finally compiled after about 2 weeks of being oh yeah, and then add this. Oh yeah, and then add this. So let's get started. So I'm going to tell you 3 different salon things that I've kind of picked up. And one thing is to always keep your hair trimmed. They say that if you cut your dead ends off all the time, then your hair looks longer. It doesn't really look longer. The only thing is when it looks longer, but it doesn't grow faster. It doesn't look longer. That's not proven. It's not. That's not possible. But the thing is with, when your hair is breaking, then it looks really, chunky on the bottom, and it just looks all broken up. So if you constantly keep it trimmed, it keeps it healthier. So with thin hair, you're really just trying to keep your hair as healthy as you can, because you don't have much of it to take care of, and whatnot. So make sure you always keep it trimmed. So the next thing I do is I get protein shots, monthly. I go to a school that does hair, and they do a lot of things. I've gotten a Brazilian there, I've gotten protein shots and haircuts and eyebrow waxing. I've got lots of things done there. So one of the things that they do is a protein shot. And they do one that's an extreme protein shot that's 6 levels or something. And it's $15, or one that's 2 levels and it's $5. So every 6 months I do the $15 one, and every month I do the $5 one. But the protein shots, what it does is it really cleans up your hair, and it really makes it soft. And it also opens your the cuticles of your hair follicles, so it grows a lot faster. Ever since I did it, my hair's been growing a lot faster than it used to. It's still really not that fast, but it's still a lot faster than it used to. Also, the protein shots helped a lot because in 9th grade, I have a horror story for you guys. In 9th grade, I let this girl help me cut my hair, and believe me, I'm not her friend anymore. She grabbed, I said just grab a little bit for a layer. She grabbed all my hair and chopped it all off in the back. And that was in 9th grade, so I was 14 years old, so it's 7 years later, and my hair's still not really grown back in, but the protein shots really helped a lot of it come out, because I think I just ruined it so much by doing that really blunt Crayola scissor cut thing, but then the protein shots really helped it out. The next one's gonna make me hypocrite of the year, but I'm gonna say it still. It's to not dye or chemically process your hair very often. I do it a lot, which is really bad, but I used to do it a lot more. But the more you, when you dye your hair, especially when you do it at home, the more, or even at all, dyeing your hair is not a good thing for it. You think it's healthy to put chemicals in your hair? No, that doesn't make any sense. It's like saying McDonald's is healthier than eating a salad. Eating a salad, natural. Look at the cavemen. Dyeing your hair, or eating cheeseburgers at McDonald's, not really, but it's kind of the same thing. Don't put chemicals in your hair if you can avoid it at all possible. Like I said, I've stopped a lot, but I still do it every now and then. I just did a video where I put a shit ton of chemicals in my hair that smelled really bad, but I don't know. I do so much other stuff to keep up with it that it's not that bad that I do that. So now I'm going to do shower things, and the first thing is that I use volumizing, hydrating, thin hair, anything, shampoo and conditioner. And I know that these have sulfate in it, so they weigh your hair down. If you don't use sulfate, it doesn't weigh your hair down. But I need to put the moist stuff, and I need to put the volumizing stuff in my hair, otherwise it's really flat. So I'd use that in shampoo and conditioner, and these are both shampoos. I go back and forth all the time. That one's almost out, you could see. But I go back and forth. I have to use that stuff in my hair, otherwise my hair is terrible. And I can't, my parents get the VO5 or whatever, the dollar thing. I can't do that. It makes my hair terrible. It doesn't really clean it. It makes it super dry, and it doesn't do the natural wave that it does, so I cannot do that. So these aren't really that expensive. It's $3 a bottle, which is a lot of money to me. Okay, $3 a bottle. $3 a bottle. I have 3 different conditioners and shampoos, so that's a lot of money, but that's what I use. I use the same conditioners as that, but then I also use deep conditioning, and right now I've been using the Moist 3 Minute Miracle by Aussie. And my friend Melody, she talked about it a lot, and I got it and I love it, and it was such a great recommendation. It's once I eventually do favorites, if I haven't already had this in one, it's going to be in one. But I mean, I think deep conditioning is a serious, like, a big thing for every person. But I do it probably more than you should. You're supposed to only do it like once a week. I do mine probably twice a week just because my hair is so thin. It needs the extra moisture. So make sure you deep condition. One thing that saved my life is this baby, my curling one. As I've said before, I can't curl my hair with a curling iron. I mean, I haven't tried it since I was in like middle school. But this has really saved my life. I mean, if you look, my hair looks so voluminous right now. But this has really saved my life. If you have thin hair, I'd recommend going out and getting a curling iron. Even if you don't have thin hair, go out and get a curling iron. They're so simple. I do want to get a thicker one. I thought, I have thin hair, I should get the small one. Well, I only use the wider side, so I think I'm going to get the bigger one. There's like one other level, but curling one. If you don't have one, go out and get one. So now I'm going to tell you about all the products I put in my hair, and it is a lot of products. The only thing is I don't use them all at one time, and like I don't put products in my hair every single time I get out of the shower. Well, some products I put in my hair every time I get out of the shower, but I don't put every single product in my hair every time I get out of the shower. So bear with me, but it's going to be a lot. 3 of the main ones for getting out of the shower is leave-in conditioner, which right now I have the Nexxus Salon Care leave-in conditioner, and I just kind of spray this in my hair when it's still damp. Sometimes I do it when it's not even damp. Like right now, watch this. Oh, wait. But the leave-in conditioner kind of just gives it like that extra little bit of moisture. I think there are probably better ones than this one, but I found it at Big Lots, and whenever I find things at Big Lots that have a name that I know and have a thing that I want it to do, then I just buy it. So this is one that I have. The next thing that I used to use, or that I used to use a lot and I don't use too much anymore, is Defrizzer. Like this one's a Sleek and Shine Anti-Frizz Serum. Because if you have thin hair, especially if it's wavy, it's going to be frizzy all the time. Mine isn't really frizzy right now because I put products in my hair. But it is going to be frizzy all of the time. I mean, I've used a lot of this bottle. I've used a lot of this bottle, and I've had this bottle maybe a year. I don't know. But the defrizzer works a lot. Just make sure you don't put too much in your hair. So the next thing that I put in my hair that everyone talks about, and it's been really big, and everyone does it now, and it's like godsend, it's Moroccan oil. And I threw away my big container, so I'm just going to show you my little Ipsy sample one, just to show that I do have Moroccan oil. This is the Josie Miranda or something. I kept calling it Jose. Nobody noticed that, which was nice, but Josie, whatever. This is actually argan oil, so I like the Moroccan oil a lot more, and I actually really like the organics one from Walmart, and you can find it at Ulta too, just the penetrating oil. I really like that one, because this, I think, is really thin, and it's, I don't know, the other one, it makes my hair, like, the penetrating oil one makes my hair feel a lot thicker, so I do like that one a lot more, but this is the one that I have to show you right now. So I don't straighten my hair very often because I do have such thin hair, and like when I do straighten it, it's like really flat. But when I do, I always use this, the 24-Hour Body by Tresemme. And these things, like this entire line, I really, really like. I like the Redken. Yeah. Whenever I go to the salon, the lady that does my hair, she always puts in Redken, and she said that this stuff is so she said this stuff's really comparable, so I went out and got it, and this works just as well. This bottle was like $4. The Redken one was like $15, so this works really well. What I do when my hair is still like a little bit damp is I just go like this, take some, take some, take some, take some, like barely damp, and then just shh, shh, and it just gives your hair that extra volume. The only thing is, I am a really big weird person about the texture of my hair, and this does make the texture of your hair a little bit weird, but if you want like thicker looking straight hair, then use this. You can also tease your hair, which is another thing, which is another tip. Like with thin hair, teasing your hair makes it a lot better. The only thing is I don't like teasing because, like I said, I'm not very, I like my hair to feel good. If it feels all natty, that doesn't really work. I tease my hair when I do a faux hawk, but I don't tease my hair other than that. So use this if you don't feel like teasing your hair. Next thing is a really big thing, and it's a big thing for everyone, but especially thin hair people. Heat protectant. Especially if you're gonna use like a curling wand, hair straightener, anything, even blow dryer, use this, because we don't have much hair to go around, and you don't want it all burning and frying up and falling off. So heat protectant, make sure you use that. So another thing with frizzy hair is when I get out of the shower, like when my hair is nice and clean, and if I like pull it back, I don't know, it's not really working right now. If I pull it back, I have baby hairs. I have lots of baby hairs. I don't know if that's a thin hair thing or just I got cursed with thin hair and baby hair, but if I want to pull my hair back and I have my baby hairs hanging out everywhere, I would say use a light gel. And for me, I use this also, the 24-Hour Body Sculpting Spray Gel. And I don't spray on my hair, but I spray it in my hands. but doesn't make your hair look wet at all, and smells good. It doesn't have much of a smell, but it does smell good, and it makes all the things lie down, and like I said, it doesn't give it that wet look. I don't like the wet look. I think it looks like you didn't take the time to get your hair dry before you left the house. So use this. So my last tip with flyaways, you guys might think it's crazy. I don't know, I've not heard anyone else say it, but I read it in a magazine years ago. But I use lotion. Right now I have coconut lotion. So I get like a pea size, like that much on there, and you just rub it in, so like it's pretty much rubbed in, and you just go like that for your flyaways. And like the lotion, something in it makes it, I don't know, just the lotion I guess, the moisturizing, I don't know, but something about it makes it stay down. But it really helps with flyaways. So like I said, just put a little bit on, rub it in where it's like half dry, and then just kind of run over your hair. You don't want to put globs in your hair, otherwise you're gonna have globs of lotion, but if you put just a little bit, and it just makes it look better, and it makes it smell pretty nice. I mean, that was coconut mango. Now my hair and my hands smell like coconut mango. So that's everything that I have for now for my thin hair survival guide. I hope that this helps any of you guys out there, because I know thin hair is really a tragedy. It's the worst, like, beauty tragedy I have, I guess. That and doing my cat eye. But thin hair, it's really a pain in the ass, so I hope some of these tips helped you. And if you guys have any tips, leave them down below, because I'm always looking for ones. I'm always researching them, and sometimes I find good ones, and sometimes I find really stupid ones. So like I was saying before, if you guys do have any tips, leave them down below. I would really appreciate it, because I mean, I'm still living with thin hair. I'm not a professional at my thin hair. I'm just now getting decent at it. So like I was saying, leave some comments down below. But thank you guys all very much for watching, and stay tuned to my next video, and until then, I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye!